It's Friday Night Hoops here at Stewart W. Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Hello and welcome inside Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Matt Jarecki happy to be with you this afternoon as the Roseburg Indians take on the South Eugene Axe. Roseburg now 5-13 on the season, 1-4 in Southwest Conference play, taking on the 10-7 Axe, who come in 2-3 in Southwest Conference play. Now back on Tuesday, the Indians were competitive against South Medford. Sure, it was a 67-51 loss, and really it was just a poor first quarter for the Roseburg Indians. Found themselves down 20-5 after the first quarter. After that period, it was pretty even after that for the remainder of the game. South Medford only outscoring Roseburg by just 2 points in the final three quarters. 11 of Roseburg's 15 turnovers came in the first half. It was a poor first half that saw the Indians trailing 35-18 after the first two quarters. Then in the second half, Roseburg played pretty well, cut the lead down to about 7 points a couple of times, including in the fourth quarter. South Medford, though, able to stretch their lead up and win by 16. It was a win for South Medford to push their winning streak to 11 straight games against the Indians. They'll try to knock off South Medford coming up in a couple of weeks. They'll be facing off against South Medford on the 18th of February. Feels like February is so long away, but it is just tomorrow, the start of the month of February. The Tribe just shot 34% from the field and just 56% from the free throw line. They were not able to get the bonus buckets at the foul stripe, and that's something they're going to look upon, improving upon here today. Owen Bentia, though, finished with 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists for the Indians. 15, though, of his points came in the second half, and maybe it was the banana. I don't know. He ate the banana at halftime, balled out in the second half. They're 2-2 when he eats a banana at halftime. And I'll tell you what, Devin Kaler, who's actually going to be coaching here tonight. No Coach Humphreys here tonight for the Roseburg Indians, but I saw Coach Kaler. He was eating a banana beforehand. Is this a sign? Who knows, but we'll see. But Mr. Banana Boy Owen Bentia had 19 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists for the Indians to lead the squad. Jaron Leeworthy had 13 points. 9 of his 13 points came in the fourth quarter. We'll see if he can keep it up here tonight against South Eugene. Caden Luther contributed with 8 points. Harrison Scott had 5, and Landon Fanigow had 4 points. South Eugene, on the other hand, have lost 2 straight games. One against South Medford, 47-48, a game in which they were leading late in the fourth quarter. Ultimately, though, the Panthers came back from behind and were able to pull off the 1-point victory on the road up at the Purple Pit. Sheldon, they were able to knock off South Eugene on Tuesday. It was 49-61. South Eugene, prior to the 2 losses, had back-to-back wins against Willamette, 48-46, and North Medford, 52-45. That's where they find themselves right now, 2-3 in conference play. But they do have a couple of notable wins, including against Century, 73-62. Again, Century, a team that Roseburg beat on the road a couple of weeks ago in that non-league endowment game up in Hillsboro. South Eugene has also beaten Beaverton this season, Lake Oswego, and Summit. So a couple of big-time victories for the Axe, who are with Solomon Harris, their head coach for the 4th season, taking over for Dave Hancock, the legendary athletic director, basketball coach at South Eugene. He was there for a long time. Hancock was there for 21 years. He had to retire back at the end of 2021 after a pair of back surgeries that really hurt him. He was talking about how those bus trips down to South Medford and back, those 6-hour round-trip trips with his back injuries certainly did not help. And so he had to step away from the team at the end of the 2021 season. Solomon Harris then took over, and he's done a really great job with this South Eugene squad. Harris was previously an assistant under Hancock and then took over for him. Hancock was 309, 233 across 21 years and took the Axe to the postseason 17 of his 20 years. That just shows how good of a coach Hancock was. And towards the end of his tenure, the Axe certainly found themselves below 500 quite a bit. They find themselves above 500 now to start this season 10-7. Last year, South Eugene went 13-13, 7-4 in Southwest Conference play. They finished 3rd. Ultimately, though, they were the best scoring team in the Southwest Conference, but they were also the worst scoring defense in the Southwest Conference. A lot of high-scoring games last year for South Eugene, including a couple against Roseburg. They won one at the Purple Pit against the Indians, 96-86 last season. But here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium, the Indians were able to pull out an 83-74 win against South Eugene. About 7 minutes to go until tip-off. We'll take our first timeout here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Can't move a muscle? Make a move to Centennial Orthopedics and Podiatry for muscle, joint, and bone care for the entire family. Whether for ankle or foot, hand and wrist, shoulder and elbow, hip and knee, or sports injuries, our specialty trained doctors can help you get moving. Get the safe, comfortable orthopedic care you deserve right here in Douglas County. It's your move. Call 541-229-2663 or visit centennialorthopodiatry.com today.
Looking for a great lunch and great value with endless options for everyone? Then hurry over to Mountain Mike's Pizza for our all-you-can-eat lunch buffet. For one low price, you can choose from a variety of signature and specialty hot and delicious pizzas. Then build your own salad your way with a wide selection of fresh vegetables, toppings, and dressings with as little or as much as you want. Mountain Mike's Weekday Lunch Buffet. It's lunch and salad bar the way it ought to be.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Welcome back to the pregame show here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Matt Jarecki with you this afternoon. If you're just joining us, yes, no Coach Humphreys tonight. Devin Kaler going to be the head coach today. Took over the program on Wednesday. They'll reassess the situation next week as far as I've been told, and so Kaler will be the coach today. What that means is he's doing double duty, and that means that he's not only coaching the varsity team today, but he also had to coach the JV team. He's the JV head coach, and so normally how it works is me and Coach Humphreys do a pregame interview in the middle of the third quarter or fourth quarter of the JV basketball game. We weren't able to do that today because Mr. Kaler was quite busy coaching the JV game right before this varsity game, and so talked to him briefly before the game about the movement this week and how the team has responded, and he said that Coach Humphreys has built a very strong culture here at Roseburg, and the guys have responded pretty well this week in practice. They haven't necessarily missed a step. They've kind of picked up where they've left off, and so because of all that, we weren't able to do the pregame show. We had time for about 2 questions before he had to go coach the JV game. That was the little bit that I got to talk to him before the game. But we apologize, no pregame interview today. Hoping to get him for the postgame show. We'll see how this one goes today between Roseburg and South Eugene. Indians looking for their second win in Southwest Conference play. South Eugene looking to go even at 500 in Southwest Conference play. They're 2-3 so far this season, just ahead of Roseburg. Roseburg trying to tie the Axe in the standings. Now, I mentioned the scores from last year. Let's go ahead and break down both of those matchups. Roseburg last year here at home, January 26, the Indians held on after a fourth quarter comeback by South Eugene, and they were able to win by 9, 83-74 here at home. Roseburg led by as much as 22 points early in the fourth quarter, and saw its lead cut down to 7 with 45 seconds remaining. It was the fourth consecutive win for the Tribe at the time, which took possession of second place in the league standings at that point in the year. Micah Mendoza had a game-high 23 points, and Owen Bentia contributed with 15 points. Levi Hawes, who is the sole remaining starter from last season for South Eugene, he had 19 points, and Calvin Yoder had 18 points. He's back once again for the Axe. In the game at the Purple Pit, it was February 16th, 2024. The South Eugene boys basketball team jumped out to a 10-0 lead, and that was just the start. The Axe had a wire-to-wire win against the Indians. The Axe led by as many as 21 points in the first half. Micah Mendoza, though, had a season-high 38 points, with 28 points coming in the second half. The year before that, against South Eugene, he actually had 48 points. So then a season high last year, 2 years ago, it was a career high for him. That is actually the scoring record in Roseburg basketball history. Mendoza with the 48 points in 2023 against the Axe. Owen Bentia in the game against South Eugene last year at the Purple Pit. He had a career high 26 points with 6 rebounds. The 26 points has been eclipsed this season, so it's no longer a career high for Bentia. He's gotten above 26 points a couple of times this season for Roseburg. He's over 1,000 points in his career as well. But nonetheless, at the time, it was 26 points, a career high for him. We'll see if he continues the success this time around against the South Eugene Axe. Again, South Eugene, back-to-back losses for them. A loss against South Medford, 47-48, and a loss against Sheldon on Tuesday, 49-61. Played the Irish pretty well back at home. That's a really good Sheldon team up there in Eugene. A little bit of a north versus south of the river battle between South Eugene and Sheldon. Quite the game coming up here tonight. Roseburg again looking to respond after a couple of losses themselves, one against Sheldon and then another one against South Bedford, looking for a fast start here tonight. And Devin Kaler, he's getting the head coach tonight, and like he said, the team has responded pretty well with the shakeup midweek, with Coach Humphreys not being in attendance here. National anthem upcoming here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. We'll take our final 2-minute timeout in the pregame show, and when we come back, we'll get you today's starting lineups here on The Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Do I have enough money put away to retire?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate! Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Hold on to your taste buds because the heat is on. Introducing Mountain Mike's new jalapeno nut nuts. Our spicy hot nuts are handcrafted with fresh made dough, spicy jalapenos, creamy garlic sauce, and melty cheese all wrapped and ready to enjoy. And for limited time, they're just $5.99. Mountain Mike's new jalapeno nut nuts. They're the perfect spicy side to go with your next pizza order. Order online or on our app for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Welcome back here to Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Starting lineups today being announced. Starting lineup for the South Eugene Axe. Levi Haw is going to get the start, the first team All-Southwest Conference player a year ago with Andre Rue. Elijah Gabriel, the forward, gets the start in the 3 spot. Cameron Perry, another forward in the lineup with Calvin Yoder. That rounds out the starting lineup for the South Eugene Axe. On the other side for Roseburg, Jaron Leeworthy gets the start with Landon Fanigow, the senior. Harrison Scott, another junior in the mix with him and Leeworthy, the 2 juniors in the starting lineup. On Bentia and Caden Luther, both seniors, round out Roseburg's starting 5. Business as usual for the Roseburg Indians, who wear their white jerseys here tonight. Orange numbers, black trim. South Eugene, purple jerseys that say Axe across them. White numbers, black trim for the Axe. 8 minutes on the clock. Fanigow in the circle with Elijah Gabriel right next to him. Make it Calvin Yoder now in the middle of the circle. Getting ready for the tip-off here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Indians on the left side, going to be attacking towards the right. South Eugene on the right side of the floor, attacking towards the left. Tip is up, and we're underway here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium as the tip goes out of bounds on the near sideline. Going to be Roseburg basketball to start here. Owen Bentia going to have the ball on the near sideline just 5 seconds into this contest. Gets it in for Fanigow at the top. He's guarded by Andre Rue. Hands it off to Scott at the top of the arc. He pops a triple. Too strong. Rebound goes to Haas and the Axe. He tosses it up the floor. Gabriel with it. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer short. Offensive rebound not controlled by Rue. And up the floor, Bentia will bring it for the Tribe. Bentia into the paint, and he's fouled. Calvin Yoder? No, it's going to be Andre Rue with the foul. First foul for South Eugene, 7:32 on the clock here in the first quarter. Fanigow inbounds it into the near corner for Scott, dribbles it into the paint, stops, goes up with the left hand, and he traveled. Too many steps for Mr. Scott. And a turnover for the Tribe. Andre Rue, the senior guard, up the floor, lavender cleats. I guess you'd say shoes on the hardwood. At the top, Rue. Swings it to the near corner. Perry hands it off. Bank shot comes in. Elijah Gabriel gets the first 2 points of the game, and South Eugene takes a 2-0 lead. Fanigow with it at the top. Passes over to Luther on the left elbow. Looking for an option. Gets it back to Fanigow at the top of the arc. Scott in motion down low. The pass goes to Leeworthy on the left arc. He throws it to Scott, right wing, three-pointer, short. Haas the rebound. Fanigow reaching from behind, but Haas gets it away from him. He'll dribble it up slowly as he passes the timeline out to the right wing for Rue. Fakes a pass to the left, now passes it to the left to Perry at the top of the arc. He swings it around the perimeter, pass down low, taken away by Fanigow. He'll dribble it up the floor with Luther directing traffic. Fanigow down the center alley, hands it off to Leeworthy, floater short, off front iron. And up the floor, the Axe have it on a 2-on-2. Gabriel bounce pass over for Rue, and it's knocked out of bounds. Off of Luther, going to stay here with South Eugene. 6:19 on the clock, first quarter. 2-0, Axe with the lead. Rue inbounding it, gets it in for Haas. He'll fade away from the right elbow. It rattles out, and Bentia climbs up and gets the rebound. He throws it up the floor for Fanigow. He has numbers, tries a bounce pass to Luther, and it's a steal from Yoder. Rue on the far sideline, passes to the far corner for Gabriel. Spins and then goes to the corner for Yoder, back around the perimeter to the top of the arc for Perry. Near side, Rue has it. Bounce pass to the top of the arc and then around to the right wing. Perry into the paint, passes it, and Rue's shot is rejected. A block for Roseburg. Indians still scoreless in the first 2 minutes plus. Bentia gets it in the paint for Luther, goes up with the right hand. He's fouled and has a chance here at the line. Special thanks again to the Cow Creek Tribe, our video stream sponsor all season long, as well as Barnes Heating and Cooling. Your complete energy company, visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call 541-459-1545. Timeout for South Eugene. We'll take a timeout ourselves. 30-second timeout here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
2-0 the score, 5:38 to play. Caden Luther misses the first free throw here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Second free throw up, and it's through. Indians get on the board thanks to the free throw from Luther, and it's 2-1 here with 5:35 and counting. Indians trailing by 1. Pass from South Eugene goes to Haas on the far side, gets it to the right elbow, and a shot banks in from Perry. Makes it now 4-1. South Eugene up by 3. Indians going left to right on your radio dial. Fanigal almost got it taken away by Rue. He spins into the left alley and lost the ball. A turnover as it goes out on the South Eugene baseline. Great defense from the Axe. This season are only allowing 58.6 points per game, and now a steal the other way. Fanigal got a tip. Scott got it underneath the basket. He gives it to Fanigal. His shot no good. Leeworthy got an offensive rebound, but it's taken away by Rue. Ripped it right out of the paws. Rue to the left wing. Perry has it. Guarded by Luther. Drops it into the low block. Back to the top into the paint. A turnaround hook shot from Gabriel Short. He got his own rebound. Second try won't go. Haas gets it, and he banks it home. Going to be a point for South Eugene. And it's now 6-2. Luther at the top. 6-1, I should say, as ball goes into the paint for Scott. Back out to the left wing. Leeworthy, he'll put up a three-pointer, and he connects. Roseburg makes it a 2-point game, 6-4. Leeworthy stays hot, continuing his success from the fourth quarter on Tuesday. Haas into the paint for Yoder. Guarded by 2 defenders. He goes up between them, and his shot off the rim, but a foul on the floor. Going to be a foul on South Eugene. Calvin Yoder, the culprit. 4:04 to play, first quarter. South Eugene leading 6-4. Indians just one jumper made so far. It was Jaron Leeworthy with the three-pointer. Ventia at the top, gets a screen down the right alley, spins into the paint, goes up with the right hand and floats it home. First 2 points for Owen Bentia, and we're even at 6. Nathaniel Johnson in the game for the first time for South Eugene. Levi Haas has it at the top. Passes the block out to the right wing for Gabriel. Jabs around. Now back to the top, just inside the arc. A long 2-point jump shot from Yoder. No good, and a foul on the floor once again. This time it's Owen Bentia with the foul. That's his first. 6-6, 3:29 to play. Pass to the far corner. Yoder. Bounce pass to the low block. Perry, a turnaround off the backboard, no good. Almost an offensive rebound from Yoder, but Fanigal gets it in the corner. Low scoring first half. Low scoring first quarter at that. Fanigal gets it to the high post for Luther. Ball on the floor. He finds it. Gets it out to Scott in the left wing. He spins. Gets a screen from Luther. Goes up short. Ball bounces back to Scott. He gets it. A fadeaway. No good. And back to South Eugene. But Luther takes it away and banks it in. 2-foot shot goes through. And Roseburg takes the lead. 8-6. At the top. At the free throw line, Haas gets a jumper to go. We're even again, 8-8. Fanigal with it. In the backcourt. Guarded by Johnson. Gets a huge screen from Luther, and it's an offensive foul. My gosh. Johnson was leveled. And Luther's laughing about it. Johnson seems to be okay after slowly getting up. Man, he's trying to shake it off. 2:30 to play here in the first quarter. South Eugene with the basketball goes to the left side. Haas has it. Leeworthy, the defense, up to the top. Castor has it to Johnson into the paint, back out. Three-pointer from Johnson. Good. That's one way to get back at the Indians after the huge hit. He hits a triple and takes the lead for the Axe. Near corner, Leeworthy, three-pointer. Off back iron, ball goes out to Johnson. Has numbers if he pushes it. He'll slow it down, though, as the Axe will reset at the top just inside. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Gabriel back to the top. Castor out to the right wing for Johnson. Johnson tries to pass it to the top. Knocked away by Scott. Leeworthy gets it up the floor. Scott left alone. Left-handed layup is good. Indians cut it back to 1, 11-10 here in the opening quarter. Axe get it past the timeline over to the left wing for Castor. Back to the top for Johnson. Vandegal pokes in. Johnson gets a screen to the left side, goes between his legs, and then bounces it to the top. Into the paint. Pass goes to Gabriel, and a whistle before the shot. Foul is on Landon Vandegal. South Eugene freshman team and JV team making some noise on the right side of us. Here at the home crowd. Great turnout tonight here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Friday night hoops. Pass comes into the paint. Schaefer a shot off to the left side. Ball goes to Roseburg. Indians a chance to take the lead once again, trailing by 1. Bentia down the right lane, driving in on Haas. Goes up, shot too strong. Ball bounces out of bounds. And a tip out of bounds off of South Eugene. They say initially they signaled South Eugene basketball. Now it'll be Roseburg basketball on the near baseline on the right side. Vandegal to inbound it. 1:08 on the clock. Pass goes to Scott, right wing. He takes it into the paint. Puts up a contested shot and gets it to go. Contorted his body. Takes the lead. 12-11. High intensity game. Heckard out to the right wing. Back out to Heckard. Left wing, he has it. South Eugene rotating a lot of players into this game. Pass goes into the paint for Haas. He's blocked from Luther, and it goes out of bounds. 44.1 seconds remaining. First quarter, Indians leading by 1. 12-11 the score. Calvin Yoder will check in for Cameron Perry. Haas gets it into the paint. Bank shot good from Schaefer. The Axe retake the lead at 13-12. Vandegal up the floor, about a 4-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Bentia. He'll hold it for a few seconds and kill some clock. South Eugene faithful making some noise on the right side of us. Bentia still holding, finally dribbles the ball with 17 seconds. 16 seconds, gets a screen from Vandegal. He'll put up a long three-pointer. It banks off too strong. And now up the floor, Yoder has it. Right wing into the paint. They look for the pass to Luther. He passes it up the floor. 3 seconds. It's taken away. Haas at the horn. Short. Oh, my gosh. He almost hit it from 3/4 of a way. And it just fell a bit short off front iron. 13-12. South Eugene leading after 1. A fun first quarter here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. 60-second timeout here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
We're back quarter number 2 here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Basket good from Jaron Leeworthy to start the quarter. And a turnover for South Eugene. Leeworthy. That's a 2-pointer to go from the near corner. 14-13, the Indians now lead after this 13-12 after 1 quarter. Vandegal passes to the top. Bantia puts up a three-pointer. Too strong. Leeworthy trying to get the rebound. Haas gets it instead. Haas up the floor. Passes it over to Gabriel. Gabriel hands it off, and Heckard puts it in. Leeworthy on the near side up to Bantia. 15-14 the score. Out to the left wing. It's taken away by Haas. Haas gives it to Heckard. Heckard between his legs out to the right wing. Gabriel has it back to the top. Schaefer swings it to the left wing for Heckard. Up to the top. Rue out to the right wing. Schaefer guarded by Luther. Back to the top for Haas. Swings it to the left wing. Rue into the arc. Back up to the top. Out to the right wing. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Three-pointer won't go from Gabriel. Roseburg up the floor with Bantia. Bantia passes to Leeworthy. Far corner three-pointer. No good. Off iron. Bantia gets the board. Takes it to the near corner and then tried to go between two defenders and a foul on the floor. Really good play from Bantia to get the rebound and then force the foul between two defenders. Foul is going to be on Andre Rue. That is his second. Bannigal passes it in to Scott on the right wing. Up to the top, gives it over to Leeworthy. Back to the top for Scott. Guarded by Haas, hands it off to Bantia. Goes to the left elbow, crosses the defender, goes up the left hand and lays it in. Indians retake the lead 16-15. What a game. Back and forth we go. Teetering like a seesaw. Gabriel bounce pass to the top, right shy of the logo is Haas. Out to the left wing for Rue. Thought about a triple, instead passes it to the top for Gabriel. Around the perimeter, down to the right block. A shot from Rue, and he's fouled from behind. Shot was off the glass, off to the right. The foul is on Harrison Scott. That's his first. Free throw no good. Couple of substitutions. Special thanks to our sponsor, Neilco Real Estate. Check out Neil Company Real Estate at neilco.com for the latest listings around Douglas County. Their agents can help you score the home of your dream. Second free throw off to the right side. Offensive rebound goes to Haas. Back to the top. Rue has it. Out to the left wing. Yoder three-pointer. Too strong. Bantia gets the rebound. Indians leading by one. Bannigal at the logo, out to the right elbow for Luther. Bounces it a couple of times, hands it off to Bantia. Puts up a three-pointer. Too strong. Rebound goes to Bannigal, and he lays it in. Bannigal extends the lead to three, largest of the night for Roseburg. Yoder passes to Rue at the top. 5:20 and counting, second quarter. Indians leading by three. Rue back out to the top. Gabriel into the paint. Fade away from Yoder off to the right. Rebound to Roseburg. Up the floor, they get it to Leeworthy. He drives baseline on the far side. Out to Kemmerly on the far corner. Drives baseline and puts up a floater in. 20-15. Indians leading by 5. Yoder tosses it up. Should be Yoder with it now, out to the left wing for Haas. Back to the top for Yoder. Takes a jab to the left, passes to the right to Gabriel. Up to the top for Perry. They swing it around the perimeter to Rue. Bounce pass into the paint. Turnaround hook shot from Gabriel. Makes it 20-17. Bantia in the backcourt. Controlling the clock. Gets a screen to his right. Now cuts towards his left. Spins down the right alley. Stops. Fades. Shot. Banked off to the left. Rebound to Rue. Passes it up down the far sideline. Gabriel to the far corner. Into the right block for Perry. And he works around a defender and gets it in. 20-19. Lead down to 1 for Roseburg. A little over halfway through the second quarter. Luther with the ball out to the right wing for Kemmerly. Kemmerly trying to go down low to Bentia. Pass taken away. A steal for South Eugene. Perry to the far sideline for Yoder. Euro step into the paint. Puts up a contested shot. No good. Kemmerly gets the rebound. 3:30 on the clock. Indians leading by 1. Fanigal heavily slowing down the pace. And a timeout going to be used by Roseburg. Timeout on the floor. 20-19 the score. 3:22 to play. Second quarter. 30-second timeout. We'll take one ourselves here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Excuse me.
Looking for a great lunch and great value with endless options for everyone? Then hurry over to Mountain Mike's Pizza for our all-you-can-eat lunch buffet. For one low price, you can choose from a variety of signature and specialty hot and delicious pizzas. Then build your own salad your way with a wide selection of fresh vegetables, toppings, and dressings with as little or as much as you want. Mountain Mike's Weekday Lunch Buffet. It's lunch and salad bar the way it ought to be.
Sorry, I must have jumped the gun on that one. It looked like they were calling a timeout, but apparently they called a turnover after Fanigal got out the floor. Next thing you know, I'm calling for a timeout, and they're still playing. Either way, a turnover for South Eugene. We didn't miss anything other than the turnover, and almost a turnover for Kemmerly on the far sideline, who almost lost his footing. 20-19 the score, 2:48 to go. Roseburg did not call timeout, although it sure looked like they were going to with the pace that they were pushing up the floor. Bentia at the top. Out to the left wing for Kemmerly. Back to Bentia at the top, goes to Luther. It bounces off his knee, back to Bentia at the top. Goes back to Luther, and he's fouled from behind as Schaefer reached in. Now we have a timeout for Roseburg. So we'll take a timeout here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
2:28 to go here in the first half. 20-19 the score. Each team with 4 timeouts remaining. Indians leading by 1. They were trailing by 1 after 1 quarter. Jaron Leeworthy with 3 points in the first quarter. Harrison Scott with 4. Owen Bentia with 2. Caden Luther with 3. That's what we have so far. So, Fanigal to inbound it on the right baseline. Looking to inbound it. Gets it to the top for Bentia. He'll put up a long three-pointer. Splash! Bentia gets the lead back out to 4. 23-19. Up to the top. Gabriel hands it off. Rue with it. Out to the right wing for Perry. Roseburg student section making some noise. Full cheer squad as well as Haas silenced them with the fadeaway jump shot. 23-21. Indians leading by 2 with just under 2 minutes to play. 1:54 and counting. Fanigal down the left lane, banks it in on a floater. Fanigal a tough shot. Now has 4 points in the quarter, and the Indians lead by 4 once again. Rue to the right wing for Haas. Haas gets it to the free throw line. Gabriel out to the right wing for Haas. Back out to Gabriel, right wing. Bounce pass down low into the paint for Perry. And it's taken away. Roseburg a steal. Bentia on the far sideline. Crosses the defender, spins down the left lane, banks it in. What a shot from Bentia. 27-21. Out to the right wing. Gabriel has it. Out to Haas on the far side. Guarded by Kemmerly, works around him, and he's fouled. Kemmerly called. And the South Eugene JV and freshman team making some noise to the right of us. Pretty good support, I will say, from the lower level teams. 27-21, Indians leading, second quarter. South Eugene to inbound it, get it into Johnson at the top. Out to the right wing for Haas. Down to the right block. Working in is Perry. Fakes a shot, back out to the perimeter for Haas. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Try to go down low for Johnson. It's another steal for Roseburg. Bentia up the floor on the far sideline with 42 seconds. Takes it himself down the left lane to Kemmerly. Three-pointer. Nylon! Jaden Kemmerly connects. And it's 30-21. Loudest the gym's been all season long. Near side, Perry tried to go down to the left block. Another turnover. Roseburg faithful. Feeling it. 20.7 seconds to go. Second quarter. Indians going to lead at the half. They will. Fanning out to the top for Luther. 10 seconds. Bentia, long three-pointer. Short. Rebound goes to South Eugene, and ball was on the floor, and Perry was fighting for it, but a foul. Going to be a foul on Jaden Kemmerly. With 3.9 seconds to go, South Eugene will have a chance for the final heave. Johnson gets it into the top. Gabriel out to the right wing. 2 seconds. Into the arc. Layup at the horn. It rattles in. Elijah Gabriel gets it to go and makes it a 7-point game after the first half of basketball. A lot of fun here in the first half. Roseburg, an impressive second quarter, scoring 18 points to lead 30-23 after holding South Eugene just to 10 points in the second quarter. A lot to break down in this first half. We'll take a 2-minute timeout here on 541radio.com. And the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
I'm confused by the huge market swings.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
(30-23) at the halftime break. Roseburg leading here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. The Indians found themselves down 13-12 after one quarter, scored 18 points in the second quarter, held South Eugene to just 10 points in quarter number 2 to lead by 7 at the halftime break. Unofficial statistics, and my numbers do add up. That is the good news. After one quarter, I was very unsure if my numbers did add up. They do add up here at the halftime break. That is the good news. 5 points for Jaron Leeworthy. Landon Fanagan with 4 points. Harrison Scott with 4. Owen Bintia had 9 points, 7 of them coming in the second quarter. Kane Luther had 3 points, and Jaden Kemmerly with 3 points. On the other side for South Eugene, Calvin Yoder, he was in the game quite a bit. No points for him. Cameron Perry with 4 points. Elijah Gabriel with 6 points. Julia Schaefer with 2 points. Karsh Heckard with 2 points. Levi Haas with 6. And Nathaniel Johnson with 3 points. So those are the numbers for South Eugene. At the horn, it was Elijah Gabriel finishing with 6 points in the last 2 right at the horn with 3.9 seconds to go. Roseburg had a foul from Jaden Kemmerly in South Eugene. Got it to go right before the break to make it a 7-point game. Really good defensive quarter for Roseburg in the second quarter. And a really good first half considering they held Levi Haas, the first team All-Southwest Conference player, to just 6 points in the first half. Remember Haas last year. In the game here at home, he had 19 points, but the game up at the Purple Pit, he was also excellent in that one. He scored over 20 points in the game up at the Purple Pit. He was really the star for South Eugene, and he was the sole returning starter from a year ago from a team that made it to the postseason last season. They lost 73-50 to Jesuit in the first round of the 6A playoffs. Remember, we were talking about Jesuit last week because South Medford was able to win their first game of the postseason last year against Cleveland High School, and then they had to face off against Jesuit, and ultimately Jesuit knocked out South Medford as well, so they got the better of a couple of Southwest Conference teams. Last year, though, South Eugene, they graduated one first-team All-League player in Trey Saunders, and another second-team All-League player in Landon Bryan. Got another honorable mention player as well, so a really good team a year ago that lost a lot of production, and they returned Haas, and this team still 7 losses just on the season, 10-7 overall, 2-3 in Southwest Conference play. They've sputtered in their last 2 games, losing to South Medford and Sheldon. They're looking to come from behind here tonight at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Indians looking to snap a 2-game losing streak after winning 2 games. They've lost their last 2, so they've won half of their last 4 games, which is a breath of fresh air considering this team is 5-13 on the season. Again, no Coach Jordan Humphreys tonight. It's Devin Kaler, the JV head coach, doing the coaching duties tonight. Saw Coach Humphreys' dad in attendance earlier, though, so looks like at least one of the Humphreys is here in the building tonight. Coach Humphreys' dad, always a regular here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Owen Bentia, though, had 19 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists in the last game. He's well on his way to another double-digit performance. The honorable mention All-Southwest Conference player, averaging over 20 points a game, entering this one at 9 right now. Just a little bit below his season average. Indians right now actually scoring above their season clip. They came in averaging just 55.4 points a game this season. Right now they're at 30. They're on pace for 60. We'll see if they get to 60 points here tonight against South Eugene. Coming up for Roseburg, they're going to be at Grants Pass on Tuesday next week, and then they'll be home against Willamette on Friday. Then the following week, they'll be at North Medford for a Tuesday game. They have the Friday off. They have a nice little bye after the trip down to Medford, their longest road trip of league play, and then they'll be up at South Medford, I should say. I guess that is a little bit longer than North Medford. Nonetheless, they're going to be in Medford back-to-back weeks on the Tuesdays, but they do have the Friday off in between, which will be nice for the Indians to get that Friday off and reset before making the trip down to South Medford. Looking at the weather, it looks like there might be some snow upcoming this next week. We'll see how much snow there is and if that affects the Grants Pass game on Tuesday. I know there's snow projected down in Canyonville as well as Grants Pass late in the game, late in the day, and we'll see if that does impact the weather. Last year, Roseburg had one game impacted by snow. It was a non-league game against Ashland just before the start of league play. Don't know what the situation would be for league play if there was a snowstorm, but we'll see how the weather affects things next week, and we'll see if it even snows. I know some projections say little to no snow accumulation, but who knows? I feel like in Oregon, you can just never guess what the weather is going to be like. 30-23, the score at the halftime break. Roseburg leading by 7. Got another timeout to get in here at the halftime break as the cheerleaders are doing some flips and tumbles on the floor. 1 minute timeout here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
30-23, the halftime score. The Roseburg Indians leading by 7 at the half. And I believe if the Indians do win today, it would be their first win at home all season long. Certainly hoping that's the case here tonight. Devin Kaler, the JV coach, the head coach today for Roseburg, would love to get that victory for his resume. Indians coming off back-to-back losses. South Eugene also back-to-back losses. Something's got to give here tonight. Somebody's ending their losing streak. South Eugene going to start with the basketball. Purple jerseys, white letters with Axe written across the chest. Going left to right on your radio dial. Roseburg white jerseys, orange numbers, black trim for the Tribe. Ball comes in and we're underway here in the second half of basketball. Pass down to the paint, taken away by Luther. He'll pass it over to Bentia on the far sideline, pass into the paint, gets it to Fanigow, his left-handed layup, no good. Up the floor with some pace is Haas. Brings it into the paint, stops, gets it back to the top. Rue thought about it 3, and now will back out with a dribble. Passes the right wing for Haas, down to the near corner. Yoder passing around the perimeter to the far corner for Rue. Trying to go to Yoder in the paint, and it's off his paw and out of bounds. Another turnover for South Eugene. Defense has been excellent today for Roseburg, forcing a ton of turnovers. Fanigow slowing it down up the floor. This has been a different pace for Roseburg, who normally runs the run and gun. Bentia takes it himself down the right lane, lost it on the shot, but it's because he was fouled. Foul is going to be on Levi Hawes. That is his first. Bentia at the foul line. 7:18 on the clock. First free throw goes through. Special thanks to our sponsor, Dr. Allison Randall, Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Visit drrandall.com or call 541-378-6694. Bentia off to the right on his second free throw. Keeps it 31-23. Right wing, Rue has it. Out to the near corner. Three-pointer from Perry. It's good. South Eugene gets back into the game. It's a 5-point game. 31-26. Luther in the high post. Has it. Takes a dribble on Yoder. Out to the far corner for Leeworthy. Backs out to the top of the arc. Into the paint. Goes up with the right hand. Floater rattles out to the left. Ball bouncing around, and finally Yoder corrals it up the floor for Rue. Has a 3-on-3 into the paint, back to the top. Three-pointer from Gabriel. Splash! Back-to-back three-pointers for South Eugene, and it's 31-29. Bentia with some pace. Down the left alley, trying to do it all himself. Hands it off to Luther between two defenders, and it's a turnover. Two-point game. The Indians led by as many as 8. Lead down to 2 after back-to-back three-pointers for South Eugene. Out to the right wing, three-pointer from Perry, this time short. Couldn't get 3 in a row for a 9-0 run. Fanigal, one-handed pass up to Bentia on the far sideline, into the arc. He brings it to the right elbow. Goes into the paint. Fanigal takes one dribble, goes up, and he's fouled. Came down a little awkwardly. Looks like he got clipped in the hand as well, trying to shake it off with his right hand. May have jammed his finger. So Fanigal at the line. Luther and Bentia talking after the miscommunication on the pass in the paint as Fanigal puts in the first free throw. 32-29. Special thanks to our sponsor, Chuck Schwarm and Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? As well as DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. Fanigal goes 2 for 2 at the line. 33-29 the score. 6 minutes to play. Third quarter, Indians leading by 4. Haas to the right elbow, pulls up. It's good. Levi Haas now with 8 points after 6 points in the first half, and it's 33-31. Roseburg leading by 2. It was back and forth in the first half. Indians with the largest lead today of 8. Luther passes to Bentia. Right block goes up. He's blocked by Perry. He tries to save it from going out of bounds, but his toe was on the line. Roseburg basketball with 17 seconds on the shot clock. Fanigal to inbound it. Gets it into Bentia on the right wing. Takes a dribble out down to the right alley. Contested shot. Banked it hard off the glass. Up the floor. Gabriel has it to the far corner. Three-pointer from Rue. It's short. Bentia gets the rebound. Roseburg still leading. Bentia to Scott, left wing. Takes a dribble down to the left baseline. His shot rattles out. Gets it back up and in. Harrison Scott. His first 2 points of the second half, and RHS now back up 35-31. Perry near corner, bounces in Yoder. Far side Gabriel, he'll put up a triple. It's short. Fanigal gets it in the far corner for Roseburg. He'll dribble it up the floor. Fanigal to the high post for Luther on the right elbow. Looking for an option. Movement from the offense as Fanigal gets it at the foul stripe. Goes down to the left block for Leeworthy, and he floats it in. Indians leading 37-31. A little bit of a 6-0 run. Perry, three-pointer. It rattles in. Cameron Perry, that's his second three-pointer of the quarter. 37-34. Bentia dribbles to the right side. Got it poked away from Rue, and they're going to get him with the foul. That's a big foul. That's his third. Great turnout from the student section today, as well as the band has been excellent all season long during league play for the Roseburg Indians. Halfway through this third quarter, 3-point lead for Roseburg. Bentia at the top, crosses down the left lane, fadeaway jump shot off the glass. Wasn't close. And now Haas up the floor. Stops at the top of the arc, bounce pass to Yoder, back up to the top. Gabriel three-pointer to tie, won't go. Offensive rebound, Yoder gets it and he banks it in. Calvin Yoder gets his first 2 points and makes it a 1-point game, 37-36. And a timeout going to be called by Roseburg. Right after the timeout, Bentia put up a long three-pointer and he was able to splash it through. But a timeout for Roseburg. Whoops. We'll take a timeout ourselves here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
(37-36). 3:25 to play here in the third quarter. After the timeout for Roseburg, Indians leading by 1. Fanigal to inbound it on the far sideline, gets it in to Bentia. At the top, Bentia gets it to the right wing for Fanigal. Back to Bentia at the top, three-pointer off to the right side. And man, Bentia has struggled from deep. Has one three-pointer in this game, but hasn't connected a ton. South Eugene basketball, they get it past the half-court line. Johnson to Haas, he'll put up a floater and takes the lead. Levi Haas makes it 38-37, South Eugene. 1 point lead for the Axe. Pass taken away. Fanigal was looking for Luther. Yoder has it, goes up with the left hand on the left side of the rim. No good. Luther gets the rebound, and he's fouled as he was ripped as he was trying to spin and go up court. Foul is on Nathaniel Johnson. That's his first. Axe leading by 1, 38-37. Special thanks again to the Cow Creek Tribe, our video stream sponsor, as well as Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Fanigal on the right elbow, working in on Haas, fadeaway jump shot, it goes. Roseburg retakes the lead. 39-38. Barry to the top, Johnson gives it to Haas. He'll pull up from the left elbow, and he retakes the lead. 6 points for Haas here in the second half, and it's 40-39. 12 points in the game for Levi Haas, the first team All-Southwest Conference player a year ago. Fanigal bounce pass to Bentia, left wing. Looking on Haas, out to the right wing. Fanigal goes down low quickly to Luther. He'll put up a jump shot, and it rattles out. A rare jumper from Luther. Minkman was feeling it. Out to the right wing, Perry a three-pointer off to the right side. Offensive rebound, Yoder, he gets it, puts it back up, and he's fouled. Calvin Yoder will go to the line. Special thanks to our sponsor, Flyaway Travel. Contact the travel experts at Travel Leader, Flyaway Travel, and make sure you have an agent in your corner. Call 541-672-5701. Foul is on Owen Bentia. That is his second foul as Yoder misses the first free throw. Kemmerly will check into the game for Jaron Leeworthy. Yoder, the junior, at the line. His second free throw is good. Lead is 2 for South Eugene, 41-39. Fanigal gets a screen to his right from Luther, goes down the right lane, goes up on a contested shot, and he gets it to go over Gabriel. Fanigal now with 10 points in the game. Even 41-41, near side. Gabriel has it. Cross court was looking for Yoder. It's taken away by Kemmerly, but it goes out of bounds after he knocked it away. 41-41, 1:21 to play. Yoder gets it in. At the top, Johnson out to the right wing for Haas. Back to the top, Yoder, three-pointer. It goes. First triple for Yoder, and the Axe feeling it here in the second half from deep, 44-41. South Eugene leading. 1 minute to play, third quarter. Indians, who led by 7 at the half, now trail by 3. Scott drives baseline, far corner. Bentia, a three. He answers! 44-44. Big shot for Bentia to get the confidence back. Haas takes it himself down the center lane, goes up with the right hand and lays it in. Levi Haas have himself a quarter, 8 points, 12 points in the game, 46-44. Bentia, bounce pass, Luther, can't lay it in, tipped away, Yoder gets it with 28 seconds. South Eugene with numbers up the floor, 24 seconds, back out. Right wing, three-pointer, Gabriel can't go, it's short. Bentia gets the ball, almost got it taken away. 15 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Indians can hold for the final shot. Trailing by 2, 46-44. Bentia way downtown. It's short. And now Gabriel has it up the floor. Yoder lays it in. Right at the horn. South Eugene again. After the second quarter, they got it at the break, and Yoder gets it to go here at the end of the third and lead by 4 at the end of 3. Fourth quarter coming up. 1 minute timeout here on 541radio.com and the score 92.
Move a muscle? Make a move to Centennial Orthopedics and Podiatry for muscle, joint, and bone care for the entire family. Whether for ankle or foot, hand and wrist, shoulder and elbow, hip and knee, or sports injuries, our specialty trained doctors can help you get moving. Get the safe, comfortable orthopedic care you deserve right here in Douglas County. It's your move. Call 541-229-2663 or visit centennialorthopodiatry.com today.
It's time to get your game on with Mountain Mike's oven roasted chicken wings. They're meaty, juicy, in 4 bold sauces ready to tempt your taste buds. And they're hand sauced and tossed for every order. It's game on with Mountain Mike's Pizza oven roasted chicken wings. Get your wings today. Order online or on our app for carryout or delivery.
Welcome back here to Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Fourth quarter. And South Eugene leading by 4. Indians with the ball on the left side, going right to left on your radio dial, left wing. Bentia makes it a three-pointer on the near wing. That's his third three-pointer. And the Indians make it a 1-point game, 48-47. Bounce pass into the paint. Yoder can't get it. It's taken away by Fanigal. Tosses it up the floor for Leeworthy, and the pass too far, a turnover. Special thanks to the Cow Creek Tribe, our video stream sponsor, as well as McClendon Smokehouse. Centennial Orthopedics as well, sports injuries and more. It's your move. Visit centennialorthopodiatry.com. Near side, Rue has it in the near corner. Perry, a triple. It's short. Ball goes back to Perry into the paint, gives it to Yoder. Fade away, jump shot. Out to the right side. Leeworthy dribbles it up the floor. Indians a chance to take the lead. Bentia to the near corner. Thought about a step back 3. His dad got up on his feet, and then they'll reset and slow things down. Bentia, left wing, three-pointer. It rattles out, tipped out. And now Haas will slow it down with the Axe leading by 1. Right wing, Yoder went right through his hands on a pass, gets it back, passes to the far corner, three-pointer from Gabriel. Nylon. South Eugene back up by 4, 51-47. 6:30 and counting. Left elbow, Kelmerly. No good on the jump shot. Haas the rebound up the floor, taking it with pace down the left alley. It's taken away by Fanigal. Another turnover. Leeworthy down the right lane, goes up, fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. 6:16 to play. South Eugene leading by 4, 51-47. Special thanks to Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves, as well as fireplaces in the area. And Gibbs RV. You gotta get to Gibbs. Leeworthy at the line. His first free throw is good. Harrison Scott comes in. (51-48). Leeworthy's second is good. 51-49. Leeworthy with 9 points. And an offensive foul. Foul is on Andre Roux. That's his fourth. See how Solomon Harris handles things for the Axe. Emily gets it into Fanigal. Indians trailing by 2. Fanigal crosses the defender down the left lane, goes up the right hand, off to the right. Rebound goes to Gabriel. Elijah Gabriel with it. Bounce pass. Beautiful pass to Perry. He lays it in. In transition, the Axe move it. And it's back to a 4-point game. 53-49. Indians led by 8 points in the third quarter. The Axe have reversed it. Kimberly gets it at the foul stripe. Fakes a pass. Goes off a defender's foot. It rolls out of bounds. South Eugene basketball. Favorable call to the Axe. Haas going to check back in for Andre Roux. 5:35 to play. The Indians are trailing by 4 after a 25-point third quarter for South Eugene. They only had 23 points in the first half, and they had 25 in the second half already. They're going to wipe up some sweat on the floor. Adam Blue out there to do the job. So a quick little break. South Eugene took the time to discuss things with their squad. Pass comes in to Perry. Back over to Haas on the far sideline as he gets it past the timeline to Perry on the right wing. Picks it up to the top. Johnson out to the left wing. Gabriel has it, guarded by Bantia. Back to the top. Perry left alone, did not pull the trigger. Out to Haas on the right wing. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Yoder at the top. Gabriel gets it. The top of the arc, he gives it over to the left wing for Perry. Fakes a pass back to Yoder at the top. Bantia the defense with 8 seconds. Gabriel takes it to the foul line. Up ahead of 2 defenders, short. The rebound goes to South Eugene. And Yoder in a fresh 35, and South Eugene will slow it back down. 4:55 and ticket. Indians trailing by 4. Haas at the top to the right wing for Yoder. Yoder back to the top. Haas to the right wing for Yoder. Fanigal comes in with the defense. Pass goes to Johnson on the right alley, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on Jaden Kemmerly. That's his third. 4:37 on the clock, 53-49 with Nathaniel Johnson at the line. 3 points in the game. His first free throw is good. Makes it 54-49. Special thanks to our sponsor, Palm Wealth Management, a member of D.A. Davidson and Company, member SIPC, as well as Mountain Mike's Pizza at the corner of Bellows and Harvard in Roseburg. Mountain Mike's Pizza, the way it ought to be. Free throw good from Johnson. 54-49. Lee Worthy out to the left wing for Scott. Near corner, Kemmerly, a triple. Too strong. Rebound goes to South Eugene as they lead by 5. Layup goes from Johnson. And Johnson makes it go to a 7-point game, largest of the night. And a timeout going to be called by Roseburg. We'll take a timeout ourselves. Full timeout for Roseburg. We'll take a 30-second one here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Seven-point South Eugene lead. Trying to do the math real quick and make sure I have the right numbers. I believe they have the wrong score on the scoreboard. At least according to my math, Nathaniel Johnson has 4 points, Elijah Gabriel with 3, and Cameron Perry with 2. That would be 9 points in the quarter, and South Eugene had 48 after 3. Should be 57-49. Alas, they don't count it. Right wing's got a 3-pointer. His shot, no good. Kemmerly gets an offensive rebound. He puts it back up. No good. Kemmerly puts it up again. It won't go. Scott tries to throw it off a defender, and instead it goes up the floor for South Eugene, a 3-on-2. Gabriel down the right lane. He's fouled. Foul is going to be on Owen Bantia. That's his third. And now Gabriel will go to the line with 3:41 on the clock. Special thanks to Bowers Industrial, a proud supporter of our local community and youth sports. First free throw, no good. Kemmerly will come out. Free throw, no good from Gabriel. But a foul on the rebound attempt. And it's on Nathaniel Johnson. That's his second. 56-49, 3:41 to play. Vanagow passes the half-court line. Gets to the top for Leeworthy. His pass over to Bentia on the left side, knocked out of bounds by Johnson. 3:27 to play. I'm going to be honest, if I'm South Eugene, I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't talked to the referees about that extra point, at least in my books. Leeworthy at the top, and a foul. Another foul on Nathaniel Johnson. Third foul for Johnson. Fourth team foul. Leeworthy goes to Luther at the foul line, back to the top. Leeworthy puts up a three-pointer. He connects. Makes it a 4-point game. And a steal on the inbound pass. Scott at the top. It's good! A three-pointer, and it's a 1-point game. Back-to-back threes, 56-55. A steal, Bentia! Down the left lane, goes up. He can't get it to go. And now South Eugene up the floor on the far sideline. A 2-on-2 to Perry. In the right block, he banks it in. Oh, man, the Indians almost took the lead. Instead, now they trail by 3. 2:35 and counting, fourth quarter. What a game here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Vanagow, right wing. Thought about going inside, now to the far corner. Leeworthy ties it! Third three-pointer for Jaron Leeworthy, 58-58. And a timeout for South Eugene. Wow. We'll catch our breaths. 30-second timeout here on 541radio.com. In the score, 92.3 FM and 14.
Looking for a great lunch and great value with endless options for everyone? Then hurry over to Mountain Mike's Pizza for our all-you-can-eat lunch buffet. For one low price, you can choose from a variety of signature and specialty hot and delicious pizzas. Then build your own salad your way with a wide selection of fresh vegetables, toppings, and dressings with as little or as much as you want. Mountain Mike's Weekday Lunch Buffet. It's lunch and salad bar the way it ought to be.
(58-58). 2:18 to play in the fourth quarter. What a game. Jaron Leeworthy with 8 points. Here in the fourth quarter, Harrison Scott with a three-pointer. They've done all the scoring for Roseburg here in the fourth quarter. Levi Haas to have it. These final 2:18 are going to decide this one. Haas gets it into the backcourt for Johnson. Johnson at the top, passes to the left wing for Perry. Back to the top for Gabriel, out to the right wing for Johnson. Johnson down to the right block for Yoder, back to the top, Johnson swinging around the perimeter. Left wing, it's Gabriel with it, looking for a pass. Luther, good defense, back to the top. Haas with 10 seconds, out to the left wing for Yoder. Back to the top for Haas, out to the right wing, Gabriel. 5 seconds on the shot clock. He takes it down the right lane. Between two defenders, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. Foul is on Jaron Leeworthy, and actually they're going to call it on the floor. So he will not go to the line. South Eugene just gets a fresh 35 with 1:48 to play in a tie game. Get to the near corner for Yoder, back to the top. A reset as Gabriel swings it to Perry on the left wing. To the top for Johnson, out to the right wing. Gabriel. To the top for Yoder. Fanning out the defense. 1:35 in ticking. Down the left block. And a timeout for South Eugene. Third timeout used by the Axe. 30-second timeout. We'll take another. You're listening to Roseburg Basketball here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
(58-58), South Eugene basketball. 92 seconds remaining in this game. Who's going to come out on top? At the top with it is Haas. Picks up his dribble. Out to the left wing. Johnson has it. Down to Yoder in the left elbow. Out to the right wing for Gabriel. 7 seconds. Tosses it cross court to Johnson. Back to the top. Yoder to the right wing. Gabriel. He'll put up a three. It rattles out. Trying to get it was Johnson, but instead it goes to Luther. The Indians have a chance to take the lead. Bentia controls as he passes the timeline. 1:05 on the clock, fourth quarter. Bentia hands it off to Luther at the top of the arc. Under a minute to play now. 58-58. Luther hands it to Bentia. Thought about a three. Drives in on the left lane. He's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Foul is on Nathaniel Johnson. That's his fourth. And now Owen Bentia at the line for a chance to give the Indians the lead. 50% today at the foul stripe. And he misses the first. Keeps it 58-58. Bentia, a chance to take the lead. And he misses it. Goes 0 for 2 at the line. Ball saved by Luther on the near sideline, but it goes to South Eugene. Yoder up the floor. About a 12-second difference between game clock and shot clock. And a foul. Bentia fouls Haas. That's the fourth foul on Owen Bentia. And that was the fourth team foul, so South Eugene will take out about a 6-second difference between game clock and shot clock. 41.2 on the game clock, 35 seconds on the shot clock. Haas has it at the top, out to the right wing for Yoder. Yoder to the top for Perry. Bounce pass to Gabriel, near side. He'll drive baseline back to the top. Yoder, three-pointer. He makes it. South Eugene leads by 3. 61-58, and a timeout going to be called by Roseburg. Huge shot for South Eugene. And it's a 3-point lead for the Axe. Final 30-second timeout here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Always handled my own finances, but I need help.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
How should I be investing my money?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
(61-58). South Eugene with the lead by 3. 20.4 seconds remaining. Devin Kaler called the timeout. There's one timeout remaining for Roseburg. See what the strategy is here after the timeout. Hawes going to be the one guarding Bentia. Fanigal throws it to the backcourt and gets it to Bentia. Bentia crosses the half-court line with 17 seconds. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Fanigal on the right wing. Back to the top. Bentia, a three-pointer to tie. Yes! We're tied! At the top, Gabriel to the left wing, and a timeout called by South Eugene with 3.5 seconds remaining. Owen Bentia, his fourth three-pointer. What a game! Oh my goodness. It's been a fun one here tonight at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. And Owen Bentia, he went 0 for 2 at the free throw line for a chance to give the Indians the lead. And now comes up with the biggest shot of the quarter for the Indians. 4 3-pointers in the fourth quarter for Roseburg. And now just one more stand defensively to try to send it to overtime. South Eugene, Solomon Harris, the head coach using his fourth timeout. Each team with just one timeout remaining. South Eugene will have a chance for the win. On the far sideline, it'll be Andre Roux to inbound it. 3.5 on the clock. Roux gets it on the far sideline, gets it into Haas, dribbles it down the right lane, goes up with the right hand, it's short! We're going to OT! Oh my goodness, extra basketball here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. And we'll take a 1-minute timeout here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Move a muscle? Make a move to Centennial Orthopedics and Podiatry for muscle, joint, and bone care for the entire family. Whether for ankle or foot, hand and wrist, shoulder and elbow, hip and knee, or sports injuries, our specialty-trained doctors can help you get moving. Get the safe, comfortable orthopedic care you deserve right here in Douglas County. It's your move. Call 541-229-2663 or visit centennialorthopodiatry.com today.
It's time to get your game on with Mountain Mike's oven roasted chicken wings. They're meaty, juicy, in 4 bold sauces ready to tempt your taste buds. And they're hand sauced and tossed for every order. It's game on with Mountain Mike's Pizza oven roasted chicken wings. Get your wings today. Order online or on our app for carryout or delivery.
And we're back for overtime. Winning the tip is Fanigal, and the Indians will have it going right to left on your radio dial. Fresh 4 seconds on the clock here in overtime. Fanigal gets it to the top for Luther. The Indians tied it with Bentia with a three-pointer. He puts up another one. This one too strong off back iron up the floor. South Eugene has it. Now to the left wing. Roux to the far corner for Yoder. Back to the top. Gabriel has it. Spins out to the right wing for Haas. Down to Perry. Up to the top. Yoder Pulls up from the right elbow, no good. Perry puts it back up on a second chance. It's rattled around, and ultimately Leeworthy ends up with it. 61-61, fourth quarter on the near side. Scott gives it to Fanigow, standing on the logo. Hands it off to Bentia. First time playing in overtime all year long for the Indians. Luther bounces it once and gives it over to Fanigow. Puts up a three-pointer, top of the arc. It rattles out. Yoder gets the rebound. Minute 5 seconds into overtime, no scoring so far. Right wing, Gabriel. Takes a pass and then gets it to the top for Perry. Out to the left wing. They spread it around. Yoder fakes a pass and then gives it to Rue at the top, out to the left wing. 13 seconds down the right lane. Gabriel takes it himself and lays it in. South Eugene takes the lead, 63-61. Scott down the left lane, drives baseline. Count the basket and one! 63-63. Harrison Scott with a chance now to give the Indians the lead. Foul is on Elijah Gabriel. That's his third. Scott's free throw is good. Roseburg leads 64-63. To the right wing. Rue picks it up. Gets it to the near side. Gabriel. And a whistle. Foul on the floor. It's Caden Luther. It's his first. Let's make it a second. Now Calvin Yoder to the line. A chance to tie and then maybe take the lead. Yoder's first. Is good. It's 2 for 3 at the line now. 2:16 to play, 64-64. And he makes them both. 65-64, South Eugene takes the lead. Bentia crosses the line. At the top, gets a screen from Fanigan. Spins into the paint, contested shot, it's short. Yoder gets the rebound. Up the floor, he throws it to Perry. Has numbers, instead gives it to Yoder in transition, goes up with the right hand. Off to the right, Bentia rises and gets the rebound. Indians trailing by 150 to play. Overtime. Bentia gets it to Fanigan, right wing in the arc, back to the top. Bentia left alone, three-pointer! It's good! Indians lead by 2. And the right wing to the near corner, Perry. Yoder gets it into the paint. Haas, he's fouled. That foul is on Owen Bentia, and that's his 5th. So Owen Bentia is going to come out of the game with 1:25 to play. Roseburg will be without their best player. Be Levi Hawes at the line as Kemmerly will check in for Bentia. That's a brutal loss for the Indians. 67-65. So Levi Hawes at the line. No points in the fourth quarter. So 1:25 to play, and the best player for South Eugene at the line, a chance to tie. Honestly, a quiet gym with Haas at the free throw line. It gets louder as the first free throw is good. 1 point game, 67-66 here in OT. Haas to tie. It's no good. Luther gets the rebound. Indians lead by 1. 67-66. Fanigan Dribbles it on the near side. Rue, the defense. Fanigow drives on him down the left alley. Picks up the dribble to the top for Luther. Hands it off to Fanigow. Fanigow jabs, drives on Gabriel between the legs, picks it up. Out to Luther, far corner, three-pointer from Scott. Yeah! 70-66. Indians leading by 4. Near side, Perry a three-pointer off to the right. Haas gets the rebound, puts it back up and in. Haas makes it a 2-point game. 70-68. And a timeout called. Final timeout for Roseburg. 30-second timeout. What a game. So many three-pointers here in OT and the fourth quarter. 6 three-pointers combined in the fourth quarter in overtime for Roseburg. This game's had it all. And with 36.3 seconds to go, Indians actually have one more timeout. They gave each team an extra 2 timeouts for the start of overtime. Still, though, 36.3 to go. 28 seconds on the shot clock, about an 8-second difference. We'll see how South Eugene plays this one. Kemmerly passes it in to Fanigow. Fanigow crosses the timeline. Guarded by Rue, he brings it back to the logo. Spins towards his left. 11 seconds, almost lost the handle, and Rue is going to pick up his 5th foul. So Rue will have to check out. Fanigow to the line. Just a 54% free throw shooter this season. So Nathaniel Johnson will check in for him. 23.2. Fanigow, his first free throw. High arcer. It's money. He's 3 for 3 at the line today. 71-68. 3-point game. Fanigow. Short on the second free throw, and Luther a foul from behind. So it's a foul on Luther, and honestly, not necessarily the worst case scenario. As now Elijah Gabriel will go to the line, and they have no chance to time. They can only make it a 1-point game, and now you're playing the free throw game here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Gabriel, this is his first free throw of the game. Trying to make it a 2-point game, and he does. 71-69 here in overtime. Gabriel trying to make it a 1-point game with 22.3, and he goes 2 for 2 at the foul line. Indians get it into Fanigow, throws it up the floor for Scott, and it's a turnover. He overshot it. Oh my goodness. Roseburg just had to hold and try to play the foul game. Now South Eugene with 17.5 is going to have a chance to win it. Timeout for South Eugene. Oh my goodness. What a mistake. Fanigow was looking to get it up the floor for Harrison Scott, who's the best free throw shooter for Roseburg, and the Indians without Owen Bentia, their best player who fouled out, have a massive turnover. This game's had everything. Incredible game here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. So South Eugene utilizes their second timeout, their first timeout here in overtime, first of 2 timeouts they had. And now South Eugene will have a chance. Try to win it before the horn or at the horn. The Indians just need one more stop. Haas to inbound it. Gets it in for Johnson. Indians with a half-court defense. Passes the timeline with 13. Gets a screen to the left side. Johnson fakes a pass. Goes to the top for Yoder. He'll drive down the right lane. Gives it to Gabriel at the foul line. 5 seconds. Spins on Luther. Fakes a shot. Goes up with the right hand. It's short. Offensive rebound at the horn. South Eugene puts it in. It's Elijah Gabriel, and the Axe win it in OT. The second chance opportunity, and the Axe storm the floor on the road. And they win it by 1, 72-71, a heartbreaker for the Indians. What a game. And the Axe win it on a buzzer beater by Elijah Gabriel, who exploded for 9 points in the fourth quarter and overtime. Tough loss for the Indians. A lot to break down. 1 minute timeout here on 541radio.com and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com. Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
What a game here at Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. Final score, it is 71-72. A tough loss for the Indians. Devin Kaler, the coach today, he did a great job coaching the squad. It just was not enough. 71 points for the Indians. Just couldn't get it done defensively at the very end of the game, as the Indians suffer a tough heartbreaker here at home. Got the final numbers for Roseburg. Jaron Leeworthy had 15 points. Landon Fanigan with 11 points. Harrison Scott had 15 points. Owen Bentia had 19 points before he fouled out. Jaden Kemmerly finished with 5 points, and Caden Luther with 3 points. Big game for Harrison Scott in the fourth quarter and overtime. Had 9 points, including a couple of three-pointers that were massive. Fanigan with the 11 points, and man, this one's going to sting. It really is. It was a hard-fought battle. We got to give Coach Kaler credit with his squad. On the other side for South Eugene, a lot of scoring. Calvin Yoder with a total of 13 points. Cameron Perry with 14 points. Elijah Gabriel with 18 points. Julius Schaefer had 2. Karsh Eckerd had 2 more. Levi Hawes with 17 points, and Nathaniel Johnson with 7. A lot of scoring, a lot of back and forth battle, a lot of highs and a lot of lows, and this one certainly is going to hurt as the Indians are now 5-14 on the season, 1-5 in Southwest Conference play. South Eugene back at 500 here in the Southwest Conference season. South Eugene now 11-7 on the season. South Eugene will be at home against Grants Pass coming up. Roseburg, on the other hand, they're going to be at Grants Pass coming up on Tuesday. So the Indians will be on the road on Tuesday at Grants Pass, and then they'll be home versus Willamette next Friday, and then at North Medford, and then after that at South Medford after having the Friday off. Don't think Coach Kaler is going to be coming up here to talk in the post-game. It's his first time kind of in this role, taking in for Coach Humphreys, who is not coaching here today. Tough one for Roseburg here tonight. Indians fall by a final score of 72-71 in overtime. Special thanks to everybody that made this broadcast possible, to Adam Blue, the athletic director at Roseburg High School, to our producer back in studio, Brendan Cranford, to our lovely camera woman, Christine Elise. I'm Knight Jarecki saying so long from Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. We'll see you on Tuesday at Grants Pass here on 541radio.com and The Score, 92.3 FM.